trying to find ways of increasing the number of people who are paying tax, as well as the covering all the financial transactions on which tax has to be paid. To take this step forward, they have come up with a new initiative of reporting a lot of other financial information of a person in a report called Form 26AS. Now this Form 26AS is been there for many years. Primarily, this Form 26AS has been used for reporting the TDS and the TCS part, apart from which the income tax paid by the person and if any income tax refund is received is also being reported in this Form 26AS. Now, the government has already lot of information about our financial transaction like purchase of immovable property, foreign travel, large spending, etc. Now this has been kept at the back end and available to the officer. Now for the first time, they are sharing this information with all the taxpayers so that they can ensure that when they are filing their income tax return, they include all such large transactions and nothing is missed out. Now, if you are paying your taxes properly and filing your returns correctly, you need not have to worry. This report will actually help you to make sure you include all those items in your return. But if you have been not properly reporting or not being really careful of what to include and not, then this is the time to wake up. Now, this report will have a lot of information. We'll just summarize in a short manner. Number one, cash deposit and withdrawal. Normally we have two types of accounts. One is a savings account, and for people who do business, a current account. Now if you have a savings account and if there is a cash withdrawal or a cash deposit or even DD taken by cash above rupees 10 lakhs in one financial year in total, not just one each individual transaction, but in the total financial year, if you exceed rupees 10 lakhs, then this will be reported in Form 26AS. If you are doing business, then you have a current account, and if you deposit cash or withdraw cash above rupees 50 lakhs in one financial year in total, then again this will be reported in this Form 26AS. Now, apart from this, there are so many other transactions. One, if you have any foreign currency transaction, like you have exchanged foreign currency notes, or there is an amount which is credited to your foreign exchange card, or you have done large spending foreign currency through your debit card, credit card, then again those amount, if you cross rupees 10 lakhs in one financial year, will be reported. Third, if you have paid for your credit card in cash above rupees 1 lakh or through check, NEFT or RTGS above rupees 10 lakhs in one financial year, that again will be reported. The fourth is about any sale or purchase of immovable property above rupees 30 lakhs. Again, will find its place in this report. The fifth is about any investment in shares, debentures, bonds of Reserve Bank of India, any buyback of shares, any mutual fund above rupees 10 lakhs in the financial year will be reported in this Form 26AS. Now, just because it is reported, we need not panic. And doing such transaction doesn't mean we have to pay a flat rate of tax or additional tax. It is just that we need to make sure that our income that we are reporting justifies all these expenses and the investment we do. And if you are running your business, make sure all these transactions are properly accounted and properly reported while you file your income tax return. This way, you can avoid notices and do your financial transaction in peace. Thank you. Namaste.